Hello everyone, this is me, Dusty Circuit here, and welcome to, some regular Fortnite with Skade, for the first, at least I'm able to play of this season.
Lego Fortnite has taken over.
Woo!
We are fans. Big fans.
Game has evolved once again in quite a different direction, but a good one.
Now I'm gonna go try to find the choo-choo train.
The removal of hit scan is a very interesting one, and it's been taking it was quite hard to get used to it last week when we played Fortnite esports, but it was quite good.
I'm not sure I like these nunchuck things.
Oh,
My weapons aren't that. Like my pickaxe, I don't like it. I should have picked another pickaxe.
it's here. Get a headshot of the opponent. Hello.
I must say,
right as I saw you.
I know everybody already knows it because it was talked about a lot before it was introduced, but I really do like the new animations. They're so much smoother now.
Yeah, it's
I don't know what they did behind the scenes to like make it like this, but it's really good.
Oh, we're down
Wow.
again.
You had to burn people at the stake. Sad.
I don't know if I believe that's true.
Well, kind of true.
I have a couple of reasons why I think that probably didn't happen.
Well, it probably did happen though. Okay, somewhere here you're supposed to like mail something.
My game is lagging. Oh, I thought it was a revolver. It wasn't. Never mind.
Oh, did you get excited and then not excited, Evan? That's sad.
I got disenfranchised. Oh, nice! I have a shotgun with a scope on it. Very cool.
No, looks like I have no choice but to go.
If you guys have or haven't played PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, this is very like this new update. I was saying this in the other call. It's very similar to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. Like the introduction of like individual weapon attachments. I know that like upgrading weapons has never really been a new thing in Fortnite, but the specific like weapon attachments is a very PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds feature. Something I'm a big fan of. So yeah, I really like how like you can now get scopes on weapons and you can add things like silencers and like grips and stuff. Like that is exactly what they had in PUBG, and I really like that.
Honestly, I'm just happy for the choo-choo train.
That's what. Well, actually, that's another thing I was going to say. I love the train, and it comes from a map that's. It actually comes from a map that was in PUBG, which had a train. It was like a winter map, and it actually had a train that encircled it.
I think you can go in the engine if you have a key card, but I don't know how to get the key card.
Oh, only one way to find out.
I've gotten it once, but that was like right before the thing.
I've gone through a sewer. What the? I've gone where I belong, in a sewer.
That is where you belong.
You're dirty.
You're rat.
I do love the SUVs too. They're in the like this map is very similar to map 4, I believe it is, from PUBG. Like the winter kind of theme it had, the SUVs,
It
the
reminds
train
me
that went.
of Map X in the game Shooter Fighter Shoot 'em Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very
I think it's from that actually.
very yeah.
Yeah,
Very
I got
neat.
Yeah, I got the good weapons.
Yay, magic.
Now I just need to die to get to the thing. Or where
Doritos are really good, Bo. That's why they're just good.
Is it true that they're getting rid of 5 Dorito chips out of the bags or something? I heard there's a thing where they're they're not like there's gonna be 5 less chips in your Dorito bags or something.
That's blasphemy.
I do very much like the kind of very Eastern European feel that's going on here. This does feel like a very Eastern European map.
I told you where it came from.
What?
I told you what game it came from.
You know what? I think the key cards for the vault. This place I'm at has a vault, and I don't know where to get the key card from.
You have to kill the guy usually.
Excuse me? How does this guy one-shot me, but then I hit him in the head and he does 75 with the same weapon? Explain that, please.
Shooter wooter.
Stupid. Just literally makes no sense. I mean, I'm willing to accept being worse than the person, but he wasn't better. We both did a headshot.
Ooh, a snowman. What does this do?
Oh, this is tricky.
I'm in the lavish layer. It's lavish.
Oh, I know where this map came from.
Oh.
Evan, it's not the game you think it's from. I know exactly what this is from.
What?
Animal Crossing.
You got it in one.
I know.
I need a vehicle.
I'm in a vehicle right now. I'm being driven around.
Mhm.
We're sliding on our side at the moment, but that's just.
We're technically winning by 3 kills.
Hey,
4
that's
kills.
funny. I have 3
I
alarms
never
right now.
claimed. I never claimed to be good at driving in the snow.
I just
You can't
never
even
claimed
see
to be
over.
good at driving.
Actually, you drive pretty well, Galaxy, with someone who can't even see over the dashboard.
As I do.
Don't worry, Galaxy. We've been harassing him all morning, so it's all good. Oh my gosh, I've got to change my glider like ASAP. This is horrid.
The balloons are Christmassy like.
Oh,
Yes, Evan.
you silverhead.
How
did that-
Ooh,
okay.
Silverhead.
did-
That's it.
How did that miss? The
What a
bullet drop.
compliment.
So dumb. I hate bullet
Don't use
drop.
the glider that's like a car that has the doors that open on the sides.
Hey, Valky, watch out! I'm driving.
Watch out, Volky. Magic's driving.
Yeah, I've never driven in real
No,
life. so-
stop picking up that weapon, you idiot. Right.
Well, technically, I did drive in real life once. Or twice.
Iron Warrior Ranger pistol.
Evan, I see you.
What? Oh, hi.
I don't know where Blue is because I'm not on her team.
In the storm with
I'm
me.
running in the storm, trying to run out.
Yay! If you're ever going for medallions and like duos or something, use cluster clingers against the bosses.
I shall try to remember that. Is Edie gonna come play with us?
I don't think so. I told him to join us. Oh, I was sneaking.
Okay,
Oh.
I've got to change my glider like ASAP.
Ooh, this car looks interesting.
What? Where was I being shot from? I blocked off every single
The
possible
sky.
direction.
Did you go? Did you block up from the top?
Yeah, I blocked off in every
Did you-
single direction.
what about
and
from the
bullets still
bottom?
got...
Did you block off from the ground?
Oh, you riot shield! There we go. Haha, you let your guard down because you're an idiot. You turned too many degrees to the left, and that exposed
What
your
does
face.
this? What does the snowman thing do?
I think you can hide in it, can't you? I think that's the same item from last year. And the year before.
I just killed Joe Mama. Like, I'm not even. Everybody should strive to kill Joe Mama.
Hey, no fair,
Keep that in
cheater,
mind.
cheater,
Okay.
chicken eater.
Okay, how did that miss? How did
You want
that
me to
miss?
tell
You
you,
stood
or-
still. Okay, there we go. Finally killed that guy. Absolutely. sucked at this
Cheater.
game.
I should
Oh my
report-
god, that was almost a good. That was almost
I
a good
should,
shot.
I should report you to the MIS,
The MIS? What the hell's that?
Magical Investigation Society.
Yeah, silly. Come on. Don't you have a card from there, Evan? Or are you a card carrying member? Hi, DJ.
Why can't
What? How? Why do they do
Why
more
can't
damage
I-
than I do?
Why can't I hide in one of these snowmen?
You go with the hide the snowman.
They won't let me.
Huh. I already did my
These,
task.
these people keep killing me. They're evil.
Okay, I just suck with a shotgun now. There we go.
Yep.
Peter!
No one?
There we go. So that's right, Peter Griffin. You don't get to escape like that. Hey, lowers. I suck at Fortnite.
Ah, they found me in the snowman. I'm being chased. And I'm
Snowman
sliding.
too, Magic.
My ice heels are broken.
Oh
I
my
think you
god.
should be able to dance.
You know what? That's actually a quote from a show. It was called So Random, and one of their
I remember
fake,
So Random.
one of their fake advertisements was ice heels. Quote, water in the mold, and then you get ice heels. High heels made of ice. And your parents won't let you buy high heels.
Magic, I buy you high heels. I just
I
have some of my high heels.
I want high heels. My mom got these red high heels.
Oh my god, I'm getting so many snipes right now. What the? I've got 4 in a row without missing a single shot. Jeez.
Shut up, Evan. 4?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna burn everything. We're gonna murder your parents, your father, or something. I don't know. I'm bored, so.
I just got sniped, Evan.
Good.
You mean sniperized?
I got sniperized, Evan. Sniperized. What are we gonna do?
Almost, but not quite a sentence.
It's American
Yeah.
sentence.
Give me a good weapon. This will do. No, not a sniper rifle. Something better. No, not the same thing I have. Yeah, that'll do. Is the train coming near us? Nope, the train's not even close to where we are. That's why I don't like Team Rumble. The storm closes in too quickly.
That is true. It is very fast.
No, excuse me.
You can't find me.
You cannot find us.
What? Where did I
Hey!
get sniped? Where did I
No,
get
no,
sniped from?
I told you, Evan, from the ground.
I'm not here. You cannot see me. You don't know which ones.
Yeah, that's right. Your riot shield literally does nothing. I don't know why you keep using that, you weird skinny boy.
I am definitely
What a
not a
horrible
snow.
put down.
I am not a snowman. No, it's not do you want to be a snowman. It's do you want to build a snowman.
Easy.
Okay.
Snowman. Or watch that meme where Nick Fury shoots a gun into the door.
We're ready,
lock
Bo.
hole.
I got 14 eliminations.
Ooh.
Nice.
Very
And it doesn't
nice.
matter.
I think I got 9.
I think I got
10.
2.
I just love this skin. It's so nice, this edit. It's red, it's beautiful.
You know what's beautiful? A shiny Voltorb. That's what's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's a blue ball. I got 2 of them so far. This, whatever you call, event.
Remember that one season where you had like battle buses you could drive?
Yeah, that was fun. That was the
Mhm.
season that we did your birthday party in that way. Remember?
Ah, yeah.
You remember, Evan?
Which one?
The one that we did for Magic, the battle bus.
Yes, I do the
I always
battle
got to
bus.
pretend. I like that, Bo.
I think some of us call it like the battle bus, like because it was like it was used in battle. but it was originally called the Battle Bus. I remember I would call it the Battle Bus anyway, even though it was like it was supposed to be like from like a revolution because it was like a modded one. It had like rams on it and stuff, like cow catchers and the like.
I miss the cow catchers. You could take down entire buildings with it.
I like how you could also use them as like a makeshift like wall. If you didn't have a wall, you could use if you didn't have any materials. It was like a nice like.
Bo said I have to go to work after this. I definitely need to kill some people beforehand. I agree, Bo.
Mood.
Evan doesn't have to go to work, but he also needs to kill people.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do at these shipping places? I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
I just need to die is what I need to do.
Well, it's Fortnite. We can help you with that.
Like, not to kill people, I just need to literally just die. I just need to like drop off the face of the earth for a couple of days and never look back.
I would, but I can't. I mean, never mind. Don't listen to what I'm saying.
Investigate stolen presents.
No! Stop picking up the grey shotgun! I keep doing it. No! Quit. There we go.
I'm riding a dirt bike. I like riding a dirt bike.
They have a muzzle brake. How do I get those? I want the muzzle brake and I want the. I guess you can't get them without them just. Yeah, I guess they won't let you. I was wondering if you could like remove the attachments that were already on weapons, but it doesn't look like it. I guess they just. That's the only difference with like PUBG is these ones they come pre-installed and you can't take them off or like swap them around.
You know what
but
would have
then
been nice?
It's not PUBG.
They should have added.
I know it's not.
They should have added the Polar Express for Christmas. I mean, they made train tracks. Why not just redo the train cover and make it the Polar Express?
No idea. I was just. I know it's not PUBG. I know it's not PUBG. I was just thinking out loud. I was just saying. I was.
We attempted to watch the Polar Express with a little baby last night. Attempted.
I was just wondering out loud if you could like if you could find like individual attachments and put them on weapons. That was all. And you can't. It's fine. I don't think it's PUBG.
It's not.
I know it's not.
No one even plays that game.
I know they do. I know. I was just making a comparison because because that game did have weapon attachments. But in that game you could find them individually. In this game you can't. They're just pre-installed. That's fine. I was just saying it. I'll keep quiet next time.
It's okay. You can keep saying it. It's just like PUBG. I think I've heard it about 28 times today so far.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. You're identifying with it, and that is fine.
I've been working on the railroad. Oh, the live long day. I don't know.
It's people in a shooting game.
Yeah, who does that?
Jeez, people.
No
decency.
I've been working on the railroad. Oh, the live long day. I've been working on the railroad. Oh, the live long day. Go
there.
Is that song copyrighted?
I believe it's Kids Bop, so no, you're fine.
Yeah, I never liked Kids Bop that much.
Evan, do you remember when you were a Kids Bop superstar?
No.
Yeah, remember you were really famous. You guys toured and everything.
I don't think Evan.
What even is Kids Bop? We didn't whatever that is. We didn't even have.
No. They didn't have Kids Bop in the UK.
Well, or if they did, we didn't call it that. Like I grew up and I'd never heard that term in my life.
It's literally called Kids Bop. There's no other name for Kids Bop but Kids Bop.
Yeah,
it's like
the closest thing we had to that.
They take songs and they make them kid friendly. Not even really kid friendly. They just have kids sing them like little kids will sing like Eminem things like that.
I've never heard like. I don't know. I've never seen that before on TV. Like it was not something. The closest thing we ever had to that was a show called Zingzillas, and it was called Zing Bop Edition, and it was like Zingzillas was basically like a group of like imagine furries, but they're representing like jungle animals, the Zingzillas, and they would like sing songs, and there was one like spin-off show called Zing Bop. That's like the closest thing I can even imagine that would be akin to that.
Yeah,
I hated it. I skipped it. I could not deal with it.
I just blew myself.
Kids Bop wasn't the best thing in the world. Also, you had to get DVDs for a while. Yeah, they had it at McDonald's. You get the DVD and put it in the car.
Oh yeah.
Would you correct? Would you? Bo can weigh on this. Bo might have a better like understanding of this. Do you? We don't really
Have you ever
anything
heard
like
of
that.
Kids Bop?
Well, I'm sure they've heard of it. I've heard of it too, but I don't think we had that like growing up like you guys did.
Yeah,
It's an American thing. UK didn't have it. We did have kids versions of things, but it was literally just the radio version where everything was cut.
Yeah, it was never. There was
We
never
didn't
like
have
a.
like a dedicated place that would do it.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not wrong
Kids
about that. I don't
Bop
want to
was
be like a.
it was like a cult thing. Like it's a very strange thing.
yeah, it was like I don't even know. They still do it, and I don't even know
I
where
think
they
they
get their.
literally do. I think it's like Kids Bop 85 right now or something.
I don't. Where do they get their funding?
I don't know.
It's like a cult, just like you
Nice
said.
job, Bo.
Woo woo, go Bo.
How? It's a shame you can't remove weapon attachments because it'll be. I think it'll be really cool customization if you could like find them like in chests and then you could add them.
I think
Like,
there's like a special
Animal
area.
Crossing does that.
I think there's like a special area where you can do that. I may be wrong.
It would be pretty
Yeah, I
neat.
think-
Like it's because.
You
What
can,
do you
Evan. You can mod. It's a thing
What are
now.
these?
Like I'm not even joking. Like I'm being dead serious. It's a thing now. You can mod.
Nice.
And it's like Nin was really excited about it.
I was more like I was more like talking in the sense of like away from areas where you would mod, like you would just find them and you can just in your inventory you just add them, you just add the attachments.
I found.
But it's
the
cool
Peter,
they added it.
I found the Peter Griffin. Why'd they have to make him buff? What was the
So
point?
funny. I don't know what's going on with Peter Griffin, but it's hysterical.
Like, did they have to make him buff? That just like seems unnecessary.
It's like
It's-
making Superman fat, you just don't do it.
It's part of how they make it in the show.
He's trying to look better for Lois.
Yeah.
Like he cares about Lois. Seriously.
I know, right?
It's not really an episode of Family Guy if he's not literally beating her.
And don't forget Meg. They
It's
pick
because
on
he's
Meg.
gay, and he's sad he can't be gay.
Oh, remember that
I don't
episode
think
where
we're
he
watching
got
the same
Girl,
show.
man.
Remember that
Watching-
episode where he went to do testing, like he went volunteer to get tested on, and he got the squirrel gene, then the gay gene.
No, have you seen
The
the one scene in Family Guy that always really bothered me was the one with the whale, like where he used a forklift to try and lift the whale up and he ended up just killing
Oh,
it
yeah.
and completely maiming it. That scene just always. I'm not very squeamish at all. I'm pretty desensitized, but that scene still makes me feel uncomfortable and just really like. I was scared.
That scene is based off of a real life thing that happened.
Oh, there's also this
Is it?
episode. There was
Yeah.
an episode where
Yeah.
We
Stewie
have
and
animal welfare laws for a reason.
Stewie and Brian went into the multiverse, and they ended
a
up
good
in the
one.
they ended up the Disney universe, and I can't even say what happens because. It's so
Oh, that one's hilarious. Yeah, that one is hilarious. I gotta say, I do like that one.
They even made Meg Ursula. They always pick on her. I swear.
They
Meg
do.
is
I
literally.
feel sorry for Meg.
It's a nice song though. It's
I
a
love it.
wonderful day for
Ah.
they did perfectly capture the essence of what Disney
Uh-huh.
Disney shows and movies are like.
And then they did that thing, and I can't say.
Yeah, the ending scene. That's when they decided they had to leave the multiverse. There's also the dog universe where like the humans and the dogs have the roles swapped. So it's the
Uh-huh.
humans that are the dogs and the dogs that are the
Weird.
humans.
Ah,
I'm pretty certain I did that with Blue.
what's that?
I was saying in the same episode that Magic was talking about, the multiverse episode, Brian and Stewie travel to a universe where the roles of a dog and a human are reversed. So it's the humans that are the pets and the dogs that are in control. And I was saying I think you and I did that once.
That just sounds like bliss to me.
Ooh, the train's
Which role?
here. The train is here.
Get on the train.
No one even hacked it yet.
I'm getting on.
It's gonna be going into the storeroom.
Yeah, I'm right here. Hi.
On
me.
the board. On the board. Evil people! Evil people!
Killed him.
The train's almost done hacking, then we'll get weapons.
We're about to go into the storm.
Meh.
Ooh, the storm's kicking. Ooh. I don't think it's gonna finish in time.
I fell off the choo-choo. We're gonna die!
Yeah, we're not gonna make it.
I'm dead.
It's gonna open literally right as we all die. There we all go.
I got something. I got a blue weapon.
Shut up. You got a blue weapon?
With 2 attachments on them.
Oh my goodness.
I just spammed E and that's just what I got. Wasn't a very good lottery, but oh well.
What's another funny Family Guy scene? That's appropriate.
A lot of them. There's another good scene where Stewie and Brian are both working at a construction site, and he's like, and he says over, and then Brian eventually gets mad with him because Stewie makes it a rule. He's like, I'm gonna kill you when this is over, and he's like, when this is what, Brian? He's like, I'm gonna kill you when this is over. When this is what? You keep cutting out. And he's like, wait, do I have to say, I'll have to kill you when this is over, and then say over again? And then so he says it, and then he's like, oh, that's much better, Brian, I can hear you now. And he's like, I'm gonna kill you when this is over. And he's like, ah, now I can hear you, Brian.
What about the episode where Lois is the Grinch and Stewie walks downstairs in a nightgown?
Oh god. I also like the episode where Stewie kills Lois too, and like he actually takes over the world.
Yeah, that was one of my favorites too. But seriously, she was the Grinch, Stewie walks downstairs and then she says, and Stewie says, why are you stealing our Christmas stuff? And then she says, why are you in a wig and a nightgown? And then they're like, okay, you got me there, let's just not talk about this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good scene.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, another one.
And then there's lots of time travel scenes where Stewie goes in this time machine. I hate to have a time machine. I don't want the power of time in my hands. That's a horrible idea.
I ready up. Oh, I'm not, sorry.
Oh, no, never mind.
Ready up, ready up.
I haven't used this one in a while.
PC's easier than console? The people that usually play on Switch say Switch is easier. I can't play on Switch though because I learned on PC, so like my brain is backwards on them. I think it comes down to what you learn on, which one you find that you really. My understanding though is once you play PC for a while, it's really hard to go back. But I don't know how accurate that is because I've only played really on PC. I do play on my Switch.
I only ever played on PC in my life, so I have no idea on that.
Yeah. Let's see. Where am I at quest-wise? Whoops, forgot to hit it.
But I can imagine like if you like learn Fortnite on console or Switch, that would be what you're used to.
Yeah, I suck at Fortnite on PC, which is why I don't. I am a console person until I die for Fortnite.
Oh, that sounds like a fun one. I'll do that one. Quest. What am I supposed to do? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I just might have to go here. Investigate stolen present stashes.
What are all these random? What are all these random like star markers? I don't understand these.
Those are your quests. Those are quests. Okay. That's what I'm. That's what I'm working on right now.
That's interesting. My quests. When you press M, there's still a. Sorry.
You can track it or you can put untrack if you want, and then it doesn't show you.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I've gotta go.
Oh, see you, Magic.
Alright, bye.
Magic. Weirdly, there's still there's still an augments tab on when I press M, which I found quite surprising. I don't know. I don't know if it's like if they just forgot to remove it, or if it implies there will be quests again in the future. But yeah.
I'm not sure.
No! Why is there a barrier there? Ah! I was almost on the train and then I got pushed off it. Stupid game.
Darn game. Always the game. Stupid.
In this... Yes, it is.
Crack me up.
I know, I'm pretty funny.
Funny looking. Just kidding.
That's right.
I got 3 jokes only. Oh, you got a bounty on you, Evan.
Do I?
I am not going to protect you. I'm gonna offer you up to the bounty gods.
It says it's from you. Oh no, wait, hang on.
I can't do that.
Oh no, it was saying it as in like it detected it and it was sent from you to me. Yeah, that makes more sense. So it wasn't that you have a bounty on me. It's just saying that
It told me that Soul has a bounty. Is what it says. It says protect Soul.
And then it said tired darling. That's a hilarious name. Tired darling is targeting me, and it said from just blue 33. So it's kind of implying that you sent me that message. That makes more sense.
Oh, so no, there's 2 separate ones going right now. So we must be on the same. So you have a bounty on you, and I started a bounty on somebody else. So you can help with the one I started.
Yeah.
Somebody on another team sent yours. Yeah, I have nothing to do with
so
that.
I was also merging the two. Yeah, there's 2 separate messages. You're being targeted, and then there's eliminate tired darling, which is the person we're both after. Okay, fair enough. Never mind.
Yep.
I'm illiterate today.
It's a crack shot cabin.
Where are these places where you can like tinker with weapons? I've yet to find an area
They're
where like
in the vault things.
Oh,
They're
okay.
in, like, at least that's where I've seen them, but I haven't seen them in Rumble. I've only seen them in games. Then showed me how to do that.
To be fair, the area closes very quickly in Rumble, so I'm probably not going to try and find it. Because by the time that I get to it, it'll probably just close in again.
Yeah. Do you know if Nen's planning to be here today? Did he say anything?
I don't know.
To like esports? Okay. Because he's coming over today.
I'll look in esports really quickly, but I have literally no idea.
Okay.
He hasn't posted anything in any of the channels.
Okay.
Hopefully he's here.
Well, I know we're having a meeting later, and I know he knows to be there for that, but...
That'll be right after, Outcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, directly after.
Yeah. Wow, some jerk just shot me on the train. I'm gonna sue. My gosh, you guys, please remind me to change my glider when we get back. This is unbearable.
You don't like your glider?
No, it's really annoying. It's like a car. It's like a black car.
I've seen it. Yeah, a car that has like wings.
It's so loud. It sounds like it's revving the entire time, so it's like super loud in my ear. My earballs.
Yeah, I've seen that one. Is it the Battle Pass one?
Yeah, yep. I had applied it just to see what it looked like and forgot to go back and change it. So, yeah. car just changed into the other car. Oh. Oh, somebody blew out my tire. How rude.
How's it going, DJ? It's good to see you, my buddy, my pal, my friendo, my companion.
My compadre.
What is it with everyone of these snipers?
It's Evan. He's sniping.
DJ! You're so quiet, DJ. Juju! Dodgy?
Sorry if I stole that from you, Galaxy. I didn't mean to.
Did you ride the metro again recently, DJ?
I rode the metro, Evan. How come you never asked me?
Because out of the two of you, because one of you is more focused and interested in Metro than the other.
Evan.
Oh, okay. I'm just hearing things. I thought I heard my mother calling me, and I didn't.
It was your grandmother.
This game.
It was neither. I was looking at like I was looking at housing. I was looking at housing prices today, and it blows. Well, firstly, it blows my mind how expensive houses are. But the second thing I was going to say is it blows my mind how much more stuff you can get in America for the same price. Like £400,000 wouldn't buy you like a house where I live. £400,000 sterling in America would get you like 2 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms. Like, it's incredible how much more you get.
400,000 in the U.S. right now is about a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house.
Oh, some of the stuff we found was like I found was like a.
Well, I mean, I could find an area that would be a mansion, but you have to look at like, you know, what state, what county.
There were just some houses like there were just some houses where like, you know, even if you go higher, like $1 million, for example, $1 million would get you like, I don't know, like in some places would get you like barely any like housing here, but then it would get you like 3 times the same house in America. It just seems like you get better.
I thought ours were pretty close together. That is nothing at all like what we're at.
So in
Seattle, a 1-bedroom studio is $1 million. So I guess you could technically say that, but like again, it depends on. I guess it depends on the county or the town.
I don't know. I don't remember exactly what I was looking at. I just remember thinking like, wow, you get way better value from like the housing prices for like in both situations is still mind blowing. Like it's still way too expensive for any normal person. But like, I just thought, wow, you seem to get a little bit more for your money if you go with an American property compared to an American one. Oh, sorry, compared to a British one.
It really depends on where you live, like I said. Because in Seattle, you'll pay $1 million for a 1-bedroom condo, like not even your own place, just like it's $1 million. So it just depends on really where you live, I guess. I don't know if it's like that there. Are our houses pretty consistent there, or does it change depending on like your town and stuff?
It definitely does change, but like even still, like you don't get much more for the same money if you go like elsewhere in the UK. So, but yeah, no, like
that and that in the US, it's like you can have like a let's just say a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house
Yeah.
in the U.S. be anywhere from like $300,000 to $5 million. Like, and there's no. And the only thing that makes it different is where you live, like the city name or.
That was pretty right though. Like everywhere is expensive and tiny. Like you don't really get any like, and it's like I don't know. Like even a house you wouldn't consider a mansion, you just consider quite big, is the price you would have expected for a literal mansion. It's just insane how different it all.
Yeah.
The perspective on it was just
Wow, we really suck at that one. That game was bad.
I'm gonna do the ping now before I'm gonna be a rebel and ping early now so I don't forget because I always forget.
It's like Riley and Nen were looking at like apartment, like just to get an idea what apartments are around here. And for like a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, tiny apartment, we're talking like probably like 800 to 900 square feet is $3,000 a month. So I don't know what it costs to rent there, but that's about.
It's probably
Melissa's paying like $1,600 for a studio, 400 square foot studio. Like,
I don't
you can even comprehend that.
Yeah, I think that like when it comes to renting like apartments, it seems like we have like we're doing better in that respect, like cheaper for like similar stuff. But no, like housing prices, and again, it was probably just very location dependent. But there were some houses where it was like, wow, like I would get half of the house of like that I was like, for example, I was like, wow, there was this one house I saw, and it was like double for the same price. You got like double the house that you'd get if you were to buy it for the same price here, but. Yeah, it's probably just about location. I was probably just looking at houses that were just pretty, like, unrealistically cheap. But again, the housing prices.
And like I said, it's hard because where I live, like houses cost one thing. Where Nin lives, and he's only like 40 minutes from me. It's different. And then you get into Seattle, and again, you're talking the crappiest, tiniest, ugliest little apartment house, and it's $1 million. So LA is really expensive, but Texas isn't. So you see, it's like
that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but like you could. I was
surprised when you said they are kind of all the same there, because that's like is the big. If they're all the same, then you guys do have a big problem.
Well, they are, and they aren't. Like so, like I'd say in general they're quite similar. But for example, there is quite a stark contrast between the town I'm in and say a town a few, outside of my, like, because I live in the Lake District, so I live in an area of natural beauty where everything is just way more expensive. But if I were to leave that district, the housing prices would be considerably cheaper. Still very expensive, but cheaper than, what it is now. Like a £400,000 house, outside of the district I'm in would probably be, a little bit bigger than, say, a £400,000 house where I am, so. So I guess it is location dependent.
Yeah, here it fluctuates. It goes by your city, how big your city is. If you live if you want to live in a big city like Phoenix, LA, Seattle, New York, it's crazy expensive. But then like if you live on the outskirts, like for me, I'm an hour and a half outside of Seattle. My house is valued more like $800,000.
Well, and also the places I was
looking at. But in my house in
in
Seattle would be a $8 million to $10 million house.
Yeah, and I wasn't really paying attention to where it was. And it's one of those things, too, where you might say you found, like, a really cheap house in the UK, but then I go, oh, yikes, that is, like, a really horrible place to live, though. You probably wouldn't ever want to live there.
That was kind of my point. I can get you a cheap house here, but you might, like, have, 8 to 10, homicides a night in your neighborhood. I'm ready to... Yeah. Oh, it's Wookie. Ready up, Wookie. Oh, do you want to do a squad really quick, or no? Just curious.
I'm not really in the mood for squad right now.
Okay. No worries. It's fine. Right. I'm having fun just getting challenges done. So.
Yeah, no, yeah. I was a bit hasty.
Well, I don't think you've ever bought a house, so this is probably new stuff for you too.
Come on,
at one point in time, I just thought everywhere in the U.S. I thought if a house was, growing up, like I remember our house was like 200. Our house was like 250,000 as a kid. Volky, are you there? Oh, Volky's muted. Might take a minute, Dusty, because Volky's muted.
It's kind of
and
like...
it was it was like, and I remember like, and this is, I was like 16, I didn't really know, but like we moved from California, and I remember, because we lived there for 2 years, and I remember like when we moved back and the house was like 250,000, I was like, oh, that's like really expensive. And my dad's like, we just came from a $1.25 million house in California. And I was like, what? Like, that was the difference. Like, I had no idea. To me, the houses were the same. They were a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, upstairs, normal, just a normal,
it's also about,
typical house.
It's about the location too, yeah.
You see, I was in California.
Yeah, no,
I was in a very prestigious area in California.
Well, no,
so that was my wake-up call. Prior to that, Evan, I literally thought all houses, like, if this house costs this, then they probably all cost that.
And I gathered that too. Like, I've always understood that too. Like, you know, depending, you know, if I live like on a beach side, that's going to be way more expensive than if I live in the middle of a city, like in a concrete jungle. Like, I've always been somewhat aware of that, but I don't think I up until now was quite aware of the kind of big difference. So yeah, just lack of familiarity on my part.
Well, again, you're not for your age. For your age, that's pretty right on.
Yeah.
You really start looking at that stuff when you buy a house.
Yeah.
Then you care about things like interest rates and all that.
I don't think. I think unless I win the lottery, I don't think, or the economy like drastically shifts. And this will be true for probably anybody else who lives in America. I don't think I'm ever gonna be able to buy my own house. I'd like to, but.
Well, Nen and Riley will live with me forever, so.
Good.
No, really, they. I mean, how does anyone afford to go buy a house right now? The houses here just jumped. Like when we bought this house, it wasn't. I don't want to go into numbers, but I will say it was like below 500,000, and now it's almost like we've gone up about like $400,000 in the last year and a half. The value of my house, so. Which sounds good until you want to sell it and then have to buy another house because you're just going to turn and put all that money back into another house. Makes no sense at all.
That's the problem. I think that, you know, for me, it's one of those where hang on. Oh, I don't know why I just pinged these Fortnite team without saying anything.
Evan, is it that you're considering moving into your own house, or is it you're just
I'm trying to get a feel for it in general. Like, you know, it's that we might be. I'm getting less and less confident it's going to happen. But we're supposed to be kind of like seeing if we could get a house. But I don't know. I was just curious, and I would like to move out at some point. But just because of our own situation, like the house we currently live in, it would actually set me and my mother back more if I were to move out right now. So it's kind of you know.
I always say don't move out until you absolutely have to. You've heard me say that.
My mom is looking at houses now because she just wants us to get out of this money pit that we can't afford to fix.
Well, now's a bad time to buy a house though, Dusty, because what your house like is worth right now, like your house that what they would have had paid a long time ago has probably doubled. So to buy a new house, you're looking like if it was a $200,000 house before, now it's going to be a $400,000 to $500,000 house. So
yeah,
we're stuck. Literally, you can't move. Like if I was to sell my house, I'd make a lot of money, yes, but at the same time, I can't afford to go put it into another new house.
Our house has electrical problems. Like our heating and air conditioning is really old, and it's kind of and that's having problems, and it's just. And on top of that, just my mom just doesn't like the location we're in. But it's just some like, with the price of housing, I think we should consider at least trying to fix some things here. Yep. But it's just
you're smart, Dusty.
But my mom just doesn't want to. She wants to move out.
I can want to move out, but I can't move out. We can all want things, but you have to be realistic. And I think you're looking at it from a very realistic like perspective, Dusty, which is fix it. It's a lot cheaper to fix than it is to put down. I mean, not. I don't know anyone that has $200,000 cash to put down on a house.
These are like major problems that we are not qualified to fix. We'd have to call, like.
It's still cheaper than
it would still be
unless
cheaper
you have $200,000 just sitting around to put down on a house. It's still cheaper to fix. We're in the same boat. We have two major things wrong with our house that needs fixed, and we're in the same boat, Dusty. And we're just gonna have to fix them.
I think that it's one of those where it's kind of it really bothers me that even now when the housing prices and the economy is at the worst it's ever been since the Great Depression, it still bothers me there's this rhetoric going around that if you keep working hard, if you just keep your head down and save up money, you'll be able to buy a house one day. There's literally no way. There is no way. You might be able to. I think the best thing you could possibly do is like put down not even a down payment, to be honest. Like you might be able to put down like a mortgage, but that would still be really unrealistic. Like I don't know. It really bothers me that people still have this false mindset. If you just save your money, you'll be able to afford it. Like I save my money, but I know full well that it's only going to buy me so much. It's not going to buy me a house ever.
It's hard here too. Like we have a lot of recent college grads that are living in their cars because even with a degree, they cannot get a job to make enough to even afford a studio apartment. Because like I said, a studio apartment, Alyssa doesn't live in like a nice area by any means. Like they live kind of in a bad area and they're paying, like I said, right at almost $1,600 a month just for a 400 square foot studio. Like not even a bedroom, not even, it's like one room. It's like her whole entire apartment is the size of like my living room. Like that's how tiny it is.
I think even a person like my grandfather, who probably would have been that same person,
$1,600. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, I think even my grandfather, who for a very long time probably would have said things like, just save your money and you'll be able to afford things. I think even he's like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that. It just isn't possible anymore, and it's and I think it's even worse. Like you could have like, it'll be as a hypothetical. It's like if Nin and Riley both got full-time jobs, I still don't think that
they still can't afford it.
Yeah, there's still no way they'd be able to.
That's why I said they're gonna live here a long time, which is fine. I'm good with it, and like we're actually figuring things out in the house so that they can actually raise a family here if they wanted. We just switch, like I go downstairs, they go upstairs, but
I have no idea,
but jeez.
That's the thing, I have no idea if that'll be the future for me, because I don't live in a house my house is so tiny, and it barely is enough room for me or my mother. Like, there is, like, no free space whatsoever. It's, like, it's very claustrophobic at times, and I'm very grateful that we even have a house, we even live in a house, I should say, but we're at the mercy, like, of our landlord, and the house has got a lot wrong with it, and it's only getting worse and worse. Like, it's getting into some really bad spots, and and so for me, it's like, this house is not a permanent home. There is no way, like, even if the landlord never decided to, like, stop allowing us to live here, like, there is literally no way this house is going to be something that, 15, 20 years from now we could still comfortably live in, just at the way it's going. So there's kind of a lot of unknown. It's like,
is it your granddad helping you guys? You guys still have that going on, or?
We do, but it's, like with everything, it's all very like, it's kind of more fictional than it is anything else. So it's not like Boki. It's not. I don't know. It's not really. I'll just say that. I don't really want to get into it, but no. And also like, and even if like the stuff that he's helping us with did somehow magically happen, I don't think it's still just not really.
I mean, Evan, like you're like for considering the state of the economy right now, I consider you're in a good spot. Like you have a car.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right, Circuit. I do have a car. I'm very happy that I own one. I'm very happy that I was able to, I'm able to afford the insurance on it.
I guess. I don't know.
No, we're just gonna do Rumble.
Wanted Rumble? Okay. No.
Yeah. Dusty said they'd rather do Rumble, so we were like, "Ooh." Some days are just Rumble days.
Yeah, I think I am. I definitely do think I'm in a very lucky, and some could even say a very privileged position. But I think that it's still kind of it's a shame that even my situation is it's a shame that in the world we live in right now, my situation is a good situation, because it still is fundamentally not a good one in so many different ways.
Why?
If you look at it from perspective. So it's kind of it's definitely difficult. I try not to complain.
Are you just hell-bent on your own house as much as you are owning your own car, or what's going on?
Well, here's the thing. I'm hell-bent on owning my own house, but the problem with that is that is far, 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 far. I was actually having doubts on if it was even realistic for me to get my own car. And the one I bought cost me nearly all my savings and was 10 years old, but it was in remarkably good condition, so I got very lucky. But a house, owning a house, is a completely different realm, and it kind of goes from very, very tough but possible to literally impossible with my current. I think I could literally get like a really high-paying job where I have an income of like 50 grand a year, and even with accounting for like expenses on like my car and other things, and I still don't think that would even get me close in a couple of years to owning a house. So I am hell-bent on it, but it's not. I just know that it's never going to happen. It's very unrealistic, and it's basically impossible. So
it's good that at least you're able to acknowledge this is a pipe dream, and it'll probably never happen anytime soon, no matter how much you want it.
And Bo, since I have a question, because Bo, I know you rent your apartment. Like here in the U.S., you have to make 3 times what your rent is to even qualify to like rent an apartment or something. What is it in what is it in the UK? Is there like some kind of standard, like you have to make 3 times? Because here, this is one of the things we're looking at, like for Nen and Riley, for a 1-bedroom apartment is $3,000. So they would have to make $9,000 a month just to even qualify. They could still turn you down. But yeah, you have to minimally make 3 times the amount. I live in student accommodation, so okay.
I had to go back to uni so I could have an affordable place to live. Otherwise, it would be bills, the rent alone, which would have been over £1,000, and then council tax on top. Because of where my town is, it's £1.5 a month, and it just was not feasible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, and that's the thing. It's, for me, it's a very powerless
do you know
feeling.
Evan? Like, do you have any friends that rent or anything that, like, you know how it works? Like, how
I don't have any idea.
I'm very curious how it is there, because here it's a very firm number. It's not like, oh well, if your rent's $3,000 and you make $5,000, you should be fine. Like, they don't do that. You have to make 3 times. It's like there's no going around it, and that's a standard. It's not even like just a state thing. Oh, see you, Bo. Good night.
I have literally no idea. I think though, like it's a very powerless, like it's a very unknown feeling, because it's like there's already a lot of unknowns in life, even with things that are realistic. Like getting a job is a very realistic goal, and that still has a lot of unknowns and a lot of anxiety around it. When it's something that's impossible, like it's I want to have a stable living condition. I want to have a family one day. And I look kind of ahead at those, and those are goals I want to work towards. But it's like, how can you work towards a goal that may not even be possible? Because like I could get a family, but it's like, if there's never a house we can afford, it's like, how can you raise a child in that kind of environment? I don't know. It just feels like there's a lot of...
than it is to get a cheaper to get a family than it is to get a house.
It is, but that's the depressing part. But it's like, well, you need a place for the family to go. You can't. You could have a family in a single bedroom studio apartment, but it's not going to be ideal for you, the person you're with, and the child you might have one day. So I don't know. It's kind of it's just a very powerless feeling, because you just don't know how things are going to progress.
Well, I feel very powerless in my current situation. I'm trying to make the best of it.
I think that's all you can do. That's Nen and Riley. Yeah. They're going to live here with us, and that's just what you do. That there's no... Because you have to make the best of the situation, just like you said, Dusty. You have to just find the positives, find the silver lining in it, or the silver lining in the storm cloud.
But just my concern with my current living situation is it's just gonna get worse and worse, and like my mom's just gonna, rather than fix the house, be too busy looking at houses we can't afford or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's all about, and so that's the biggest thing. Like it is definitely about making the best out of the situation. I think what bothers me the most about it, there's 2 things. One is the fact that like there are ways we could like, there's nothing any of us in this call can do, but I do feel though there are ways where I think things could improve, and although none of us have the power to solve it, I think that there are certainly there's certainly things in our own governments that could be altered or improved upon, which could kind of make it so that there's a more realistic thing. From anything from building social housing to helping, in economic factors to lower the housing prices, so that the the rich stop getting richer and the poor stop getting poorer. But unfortunately, it's like none of us can do anything about that. And not only that, but it's like I don't know. I think it definitely. And what I struggle with the most with the situation is the fact that there's no like. It's not like as if there's like a bad situation and there's an option standing in front of you of how you could solve it. Like you can't afford a house. Here's exactly what you need to do, and I'm just not. And none of us are just not doing it. We're just refusing to, put on some gloves and actually, get a house.
The solution is get an extremely well-paying job, and that's just not exactly obtainable for every person. And
exactly.
So what happens to those that can't? It's almost
this
like
is the problem.
Mm-hmm. You see.
If the solution was, Evan, right now you need to do this thing, and once you've done that thing, you will find. If it was a realistic goal, like Evan, you just need to, you need to just find a green polo shirt and wear it. Okay. If I'm not doing that, I just clearly don't want a house. If I am too lazy or don't have the desire to put on a green polo shirt to now suddenly be allowed to buy a house, and afford one, yeah, obviously I am choosing to not be in a good situation. When things are just so beyond, when it's so beyond the, the realm of possibility, it's just very, like I said, it's a very powerless feeling, and it's like you want to do something about it, you want to improve your situation, but there is no way you can realistically do it, and that's what I don't like. It's that lack of control. There's nothing, I can't step up and go, I'm going to do this, and we're going to have a house, and boom, we're done. So
we're really set up for, it's setting a lot of youth up for failure right now is how I see it.
And
it's
I believe,
okay, well, and here in the U.S., it's like, oh, so you wanna, in order to get that high-paying job, you need to, go to this university. So that's going to be $80,000 a year for 4 years. Okay, 80,000.
Yeah,
it's 40,000 a year for 4 years. And then it's like, and then the minute you graduate, okay, now if you did get student loans, now you have major debt and you're basically working just to pay off the interest on that only. And then it's like, oh, and now you need to get this high-paying job, but oh, well, they're not really hiring right now, so
you also need work experience. You can't get work experience because you need to work. Yeah, it's
and that's why
it's
they're all
paradox.
living right now, and that's why everyone right now is living in
and again, like
in poverty. And oh wait, you're sick? Well, don't go to the hospital. You can't afford that, silly.
And again, and I believe both of our countries have the power and the money and the resources tomorrow to immediately fix that. To immediately say, this particular portion of people who have a lot of money we can take only the tiniest, most like microscopic handful of it away and give it to every single other person who desperately needs it. So it's even more annoying when the solution is actually staring in front of these countries that have this issue, but none of them are taking the steps to do it, and that's what bothers me the most. Like and it's not because they don't know what they're doing. It's more just the motivation to do it isn't there. So therefore they won't do it. And I think that is what also infuriates me too. It's like, come on, things could be good. Things could be good tomorrow. They just aren't because people choose not to let them be good for us. So, I don't know. You kind of feel like a bit of a peasant in a lot of ways. It's like during feudalism, you had like the peasants who worked for the kings and the queens, and they farmed all the food, and they were at the mercy of those above them. We live in a more civilized structure, but principally it still feels the same.
Doing to collect ammo from eliminated players is my thing, and I'm running into ammo piles and it's not working.
Me too. Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad it's not just me because I'm sitting here
unless I at least I think that they're ammo piles.
Well, I know mine are. I'm literally killing them, but.
Maybe they could be from teammates.
No, mine are from, I literally kill them, and then I run through their pile.
Oh.
Yeah, see, it says collect ammo from eliminated players. Mine still says 0 out of 200. Even though I just literally killed someone and ran through it. I just think it's broken as all.
Oh, this guy. Oh.
You sound like Evan.
I must be a... I am clearly out of practice.
Kind of been me today with this. We've been playing too much Fortnite Lego.
enjoy it more than.
Same.
Yeah, okay, so I just eliminated that guy, and I didn't get anything from that. So something's
I just
not
killed
right.
someone again. I'm gonna run through it right now. No, someone killed me before I could run through it. Evan, was that you?
Yeah.
Something's wrong with this. There's no way. And it doesn't have to be like.
It doesn't even say
it
you
doesn't
have
have
to kill him. It just has to
It
be an
doesn't have to be.
eliminated player.
It doesn't have to be from opponents. It just has to be from
Yep,
player.
just an eliminated player, but it's no matter what, it seems that it's not working.
Do you have to do it outside of Rumble? Because
it's giving it to me in this though.
well, I guess it does count in eliminated.
Yeah.
Because it's just that they come back, respawn, because it's Rumble.
Yeah, that was a sad game.
47 to 100.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. I've got to do a breathing treatment before we have esports. Plus, I need to make some food really quick. So I'll definitely be late, Evan, but I will be there.
Okay.
Did you want to do your outro, Dustin?
Sure. Thank you all for watching. This has been me, Dusty Circuit here. It's some more Fortnite with Skade. If you liked what you saw, remember to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you want to see my next videos, be sure to hit the bell for notifications. Peace out.
Peace out.
Out.